Hey y'all, so I often get asked from my clients how to, hey, I got this great idea, and I'm one of those that, sometimes your ideas are, bigger than a napkin. The old napkin thing where, I love pen and paper, I do. And so you get out a pen and you write down your ideas. And so a lot of times, I'll map it out and it'll look like this, and I'm writing all the things, and I've got that, and we got this, and that, and then I got all these ideas. Right? And this is just messy. But sometimes your ideas are bigger than a napkin. And so you guys are going to laugh, but those big pieces of Post-it paper, because I don't have a whiteboard, and if you travel a lot or if you work from anywhere like I do or everywhere, you just might not have a whiteboard with you. So I go to the Dollar Tree. I think you guys saw a video on it, and I'll pick up some of this. Like, this is the best paper ever. And I was that kid that used to get so excited when she got new crayons for Christmas. And I got all the colors and school supplies. I always loved it. Flashcards sometimes for some different ideas. I'm playing with those. But I went to the dollar store. I did. And I got all the things because I like all the things. And see, Dollar Tree there. And then I found, and I may not use these on this project, but crayons. They got some new cool colors, and they got all these colors, and I love the crayons. And I do buy everybody coloring books for Christmas and things because I like the crayons. I like the color code things. But anyway, and then there's a smaller pad. I got this one because it can fit in my bag a little bit easier for some mapping out some smaller ideas. And I got the sketch pad because it had some different paper, a different quality of paper, and I just want to try that for maybe some highlighter stuff. So how do your ideas get mapped out? When a client will call me, when I'm talking on the phone to them, I will literally get this paper out here, and they'll say, hey, this is what I want to do. And I go, oh, yeah, and tell me about it. Like, if you were living your best life, what would you want that to look like? And what do you have going on in your business right now? And for this one, we'll just use the highlighters because it's a little bit easier to get into. And I'll ask them. I just ask them all the questions. And it's a very free consultations that I go through a lot of times. And I want to provide them with something of value at the end of the call. I know so often that we'll get on calls with people and they're just trying to sell something. Of course, I have things to sell. I do. I have a one-on-one consulting. I have retainer work where you can basically have me as a fractional person to do certain things for you. I also have where I will do it for you, just a one-off on a special project. And then I also do coaching with so you can do DIY. And my newest thing is I have a community, and it's Business Growth Society, where we come in, we can collaborate. I have a master class at the beginning of the month, and then weekly we have live calls answering all your questions about implementation. So I have things to sell. Of course I do. But I also believe in providing people with knowledge and value and helping them get to where they want to be. It's just good karma, and I like to help people. So what I'll do is I'll grab, say, pink is going to be the high color, and I'm like, okay, so you have your business one, and you want to create 8 streams of revenue. I like the number 8 for feng shui purposes, things like that. And so I'm one of those. I'm one of those people. And so we have number 2, and then we've got number 3, and we have number 4, and then we have business stream 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Okay, and this one is really messy. Okay, I'm just making it really messy. But we have the main one, and what I'm going to do here is actually I'm going to move number 2 up. And so then I'll put an arrow here because I'm thinking while they're talking to me. So they say, hey, Stephanie, I want 8 streams of revenue. And I'm like, what does that look like to you? And they're like, oh, well, I have my main business, and then I want to do affiliate marketing, and I think I want to do a blog, and I think I want to do a podcast, and then I have some courses, And I really would just like to try some other things. I'm not sure what those are, but I really like doing some like crafting things or something. And so then they might have just some others that might not be in alignment with their core business. And they have their number one business, and then they have all these other pieces they want to add. And then they probably, and we missed one of my favorites is the community. And so I think all businesses should have a community of some sort. I do. Because like-minded people like to be with each other, support each other, collaborate. And so then I'll have something like this, and I have it in purple. So we're doing purple now. And then I've got this arrow still because I like to bring up to people that, yeah, you have your main company. Like I started my main company is Gabbie and Company. But then that one is kind of going to move down to here, my main company, because up here, number one is me. I'm a brand. You are a brand. You are the brand of your company. It's not about colors and font. It is, but it's not. It's not about the colors and the font and, you know, the design and the logo. That's a part of your brand, but your company, you are the brand for your company. If you are a solo entrepreneur or a small entrepreneur or a small team, a small company, people buy from you because they know, like, and trust you. So you have to consider that as part of your brand. And then if you want to think big picture, if you're creating something, you might sell it someday. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool if someone wanted to buy Gabbie and Company? It's not big enough yet, but if someone ever wanted to, I might consider it at some point in my life. But I'm not going to sell me. I'm going to keep my brand. I'm going to keep Stephanie Marie, aka Gabbie. And so that is something to think about when you're flowing out your company, flowing out your revenue streams. Now that we have 8 revenue streams here of me or you, your company, community, affiliate marketing, blog, podcast, courses, and then some love projects. Something that you're passionate about and that they're not completely in alignment and you just like to do them, but they could create some revenue for you. You just got to put those on the side. Everybody, I think the biggest mistake they do is we think we have to focus on all the things, and we don't. What you're going to want to do is you're going to get solid on who you are as a brand and your company, and then what your main offering is, the main thing you want to do first. And if that is a product, great. If that is a service, great. You get that one lined in. And then what we do is we've got them all listed out here. And then we're going to go, and this is where the little paper can help, but we'll just for sake of keeping it all simple here, we're going to do it all in the same thing here. And so let's say we're going to focus on growing a community. And with that community, how are you going to launch it and how are you going to do all the things? So then we're going to do social media, of course. And with the social media, you're going to want to create different forms of content. Some of that content is going to be a blog post. So then we're feeding just by not accident, but just casually feeding our blog where we want to monetize our blog eventually. You may have some tools that you use inside of your community or how to create your community, and you're going to put those into get affiliate links for those products that you use and that you strongly believe in that you're using to create and build your community. Okay, we're going to promote that all on social media, but you're going to pick one platform that you absolutely love, but you're going to repurpose all your content to all the other platforms that you want to be on. And you're not going to give all those other platforms a lot of attention, but you're going to give your primary one all the attention, but you're going to repurpose to all the other ones. Repurposing your content is going to give you a little bit ahead of the game while you're focusing and growing on that one thing. Once your community is at the level that you've set, you've reached your goals, you may be doing a podcast to promote your community, and you might have a course inside your community. And so then you're feeding all your different streams of income. So you start over here and you feed all the different things, but you're focusing right here. You're focusing on your main one, and you're repurposing all your content. So if you want some more helpful hints or anything, just check me out. I'm here to help. Have an amazing day.